Larry Legend. Man, when I was younger, I hated Larry Bird. I hated Larry Bird. Not because he wasn't good, because he was always a threat to Magic Johnson. He was always a threat. Boston and the Lakers. I rooted for the Lakers and I was always against Larry Bird. But I didn't know the true story about Larry Bird. That Larry Bird was a noise talker. He talked noise. He told you what he was going to do. Then he did it in your face. He went and played the game left-handed and still scored over 30 points. Larry Bird, when he first came in the NBA, they always had the rule that they harassed the rookies. Larry Bird said, "Hey, you ain't harassing me. I'm not doing none of that rookie stuff." When he came in the league, he already knew he was the best one on the team. Larry Bird had no apologies for anyone. He was a true competitor. He had no love if you weren't on his team. He had no love for you if you disrespected him in any way. Larry Bird was the man. He was the man. As I read and learn and listen to interviews about Larry Bird, he's a different kind of cat. Like in the Magic Johnson said, there will never be another Larry Bird. And there's not another Larry Bird. Now, Steph Curry can shoot. He can shoot, but he's not Larry Bird. Because Larry Bird talking noise. He told you what he's going to do. He was not your friend. He was not your friend. He was a guy who really wanted to win, and he would do whatever it took to win. He was a true competitor, trying to win. He wasn't about having fun or being nice. He was about winning, which I can respect that. Which I can respect. Him just trying to win. Cooper Flag, they were trying to say that he may be the best white player ever. But if he's going to be the best white player ever, he got to be better than Larry Bird. And when I say someone's better, I look at championships and I look at the person himself. Because Bill Russell has 12, but if you look at Bill Russell and his game and look at Jordan, you know that if Jordan was on that team that Bill Russell had, he had 12 championships too, maybe more. But we'll look at the flag, and hopefully he got to get 3 championships at least, and then we'll see if he's the man. But hopefully he don't get injured and he gets some help. But he got a tall task to be better than Larry Bird. Because Larry Bird is the man. To me, he's the man. He's on my all-time team. He's on the second team. But he's on my all-time team. Because I believe that he's one of the best shooting small forwards ever. He's one of the best small forwards ever. And he wasn't really small. A lot of guys would say Larry Bird was a big guy. He's a big 6'9", but he was a small forward. So, if you into old school games, watch Larry Bird and see the amazing things he's done. Because not only could he play basketball, shooting and scoring, he also passed. He passed well too. He was a lot of things back then. The game was a lot more physical, and he dealt with that too, because people would hold and scratch and everything. But no matter what was going on back then, in the rougher era, Larry Bird was still on top.
You used to tell me, look here, man. I'm gonna go shoot this motherfucker jumper in your face right there in that corner. And it's gonna be your Christmas present. I'm gonna wrap it up and bust your head open. All that shit. He was the coldest dude I ever seen with that shit, man. Everybody be talking about these greats. They'll be always mentioning him. He was the shit. Yeah. The shit, man. He'll give it to you any way he wanted to. Any way he wanted to. Larry Bird was cold. Cold dude, man. Real cold.
If Bird could crush trash talkers like Peyton, you can imagine what he did to the rest of the league. Take Charles Barkley, for example. Barkley's favorite Bird story happened during an All-Star game, and it's the perfect example of Bird's confidence.
It's an All-Star game. I forget what set it's in, and I'm sitting there with one of my teammates, Leon Wood. It was a great three-point shooter. Larry Bird comes in last. He says, "Hey, which one of you guys gonna come in second?" And it was just like y'all did right there. It was so quiet. And after that, I said, "Oh man, these guys ain't got no chance."
give me your best Larry Bird. I wasn't around long because he was hurt when I was playing that first year or second year. But I just remember one quick thing. We were playing against him, and I think I stole the ball from him. And I just remember him turning around saying, "You little piece of." And I was like, that, to me, that was Larry Bird. And I was so happy because I'm like, that Larry Bird told me you're a little piece of. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I idolized Larry Bird. I called me a piece of.
And the next time I came, I said, okay, now they're down in the nitty-gritty. Who's coming in second? You already know who's going to win this. And I got lucky because I almost got beat in the first round.
But what was the reaction after you said that? Like, oh, that's just Larry Legend, or did it get dead silence in there?
It was silence. I think they were a little nervous.
I like it.
I think they were nervous.
And then the walk off with your hand up. I mean, come on, Coach. Come on.
Well, I was struggling in that final round in Chicago. I know that. And I just got hot there the last 2.5 racks. You know, when you're shooting them, you don't know what the score is.
Right.
But I had a feeling by the way the crowd was going, I had to make the last one. And when I let it go, I felt it was, you know, sometimes you shoot them, you think they're going in, they don't. But that one there looked perfect all the way. So if it would have bounced out, I would have felt like an idiot. Well, but it went in, I got lucky and got the check and went home.
Byron Scott's first encounter with Larry Bird wasn't just a game. It was a psychological masterclass. It's one of those moments that sounds too good to be true, except it really happened.
So we playing him in the last play. He says to James Worthy, he says, "You guys don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna go right over there that corner." He said, "They're gonna set a screen for me. We're taking the ball out." He said, "I'm gonna curl right over," and he's telling us to play. He's telling us to play before they even take it out. He said, "I'm gonna go right over to that corner and I'm gonna catch it, and I'm gonna shoot it, and I'm gonna tie the game or win the game, whatever the case may be." They take the ball out, and I think it was either Danny or DJ, the late great DJ.
Yeah.
Take the ball out, the man curl right to the corner, caught the shot, shot a three, game over. It's like, are you effing kidding me? It's my Larry Bird.
Bird couldn't play in today's NBA?
Man, what are you talking about? Let me break it down. If Larry Bird stepped into today's league, he'd dominate. No question. Different style, same result. He controlled the game without jumping out the rim, without flashy dunks. People forget his era was brutal. Hand checking, real contact, no spacing, no whistle saving you, and he still dominated every night. Surviving that league, today's NBA would be a playground. Larry wasn't about speed or hops, he was about basketball IQ. Reading defenses before they even moved. Footwork, timing, confidence, you couldn't touch him, couldn't slow him down, couldn't phase him. And don't get it twisted, his jumper was lethal. Pulling threes before teams even respected the shot. Give him today's spacing, today's pace, green lights everywhere, he'd stretch the floor like nobody's business. So don't tell me Larry Bird couldn't play today. The truth? Today's NBA was built for guys like him.
This guy I played against might have been, Larry Bird, someone like that.
How good was
Michael
Bird?
Jordan.
I don't think people look at him and think, he's a white guy, slow guy.
The chubby white guy, he wore us out, you know, because he just, this muscle here, the one between his ears, that was his best, you know, because he made the three-pointers and he had assists and rebounding, steals. He was always at the right place at the right time on the court. You know, one of the great players, I had the opportunity to play against.